Hi, Kathleen here from Luke's Sewing Center in Tri-County with one of our stocking stuffers ideas, and this is a really easy idea. These are little quilted baskets. Now, the one I have here was done in an embroidery hoop, but you can do the same idea by using your sewing machine and a serger or just your sewing machine. I'm going to demonstrate how easy it is. I have taken 2 pieces of fabric, one plain for the outside, one kind of decorative for the inside, and a layer of the flexi foam. It goes by a variety of different names, but technically it's flexi foam. This one I have just done a simple quilting on a diagonal on to match the design that's on here. And then I decided how tall I wanted my sidewalls and did a double stitch evenly all the way around. And I have done buttonholes instead of eyelets. I've used a small buttonhole in the corners. Now I'm going to demonstrate how easy it is to put one of those buttonholes in. Okay, so let's go to the sewing machine. Now, using our one-step buttonhole attachment, I have it set up for approximately 3/8 to 1/2 inch long, rounded-ended buttonhole. So I'm going to go ahead and get that set up in here and make sure that my white mark is aligned. Once I'm aligned, I'm just going to hit my start stop. Get my scissors. And there I have my stitched buttonhole. Now I'm going to use a very pointed pair of scissors back at the serger to open up that buttonhole before we finish this quilted basket. Okay, now I'm going to take my pointed scissors and starting at one end of the buttonhole, I'm going to just twist them enough to get it all the way through to the other side and then very carefully snip through all the layers till I get to the other end. Now, one of the things you can do to just ensure that that if you accidentally snip your threads, you can treat each one of these 8 buttonholes with a little fray check, and that'll prevent those threads from coming loose and keeping your project nicely secured at the buttonholes. Okay, so if you can see on the back side here, you can see my quilting, very simply done, just corner to corner. And then I decided how tall I wanted my sidewalls and did my stitching across to make those fold lines. Okay, so now I'm going to use the serger and do a 4-thread overlock down each one of the sides. After I'm finished, I will take a double-eyed needle and thread those extra threads through the corners just to neaten it up. But I have stitched also along this edge here where I want my to keep my layers together, but this is kind of my outside edge as I go around. I've got the knife on here so that it will trim off all this excess. But the excess was there to give me assurance that as I quilted the layers, if there was any shifting, I didn't end up with no fabric where I needed to have fabric. Because I'm going to go straight, I'm not going to worry about trying to turn the corners. Makes it a lot easier. Now I've got my threads through the double-eye needle, and I'm going to just flip this over because it'll be easier on the back side. I'm going to take those and just weave them back through the stitches that I have done through here, and in just working them back through little distance there, and then let my needle pop out. I'll pull it on through, and I'll trim off that little edge there. But now I will take my ribbons, and these are all about 7 inches long, and I'm going to just thread them through the buttonholes. And these ribbons are about 3-inch wide ribbon. The gross grain ribbons, they work probably the best for this. Now this one, on the ribbons are tied over the top. I'm going to tie the ribbons around the outside. I'm going to use my double-eye needle to help poke that through. Boy, that works nicely. So I'm just going to tie these together on the outside here. And you can have your points go in or your points go out. On this one, I'll have the points go in. And I think I missed on that here. You kind of want to use a square knot. Square knots will give you a nicer looking finish. So when you do this on all 4 sides, then you have, this one will be kind of a low basket. If you place your buttonholes a little closer to the edge, the one thing you have to be careful is not to stitch over them when you do your edging, but then it might be easier to put them over the top. I can tie this one over the top just to show. I'll use my double-eye needle again to help push this through the buttonhole. If you're going to tie them over the top, you'll tie them to the outside, or with the pinch to the outside, and then you would just tie them up this direction. So either way will work to create your basket. Once you've tied all 4 of your corners with your ribbons, your basket is ready for use. Now these are great for in any size, so you can see, for instance, there are 3 different sizes, clear down to a really tiny basket. But they're great for all sorts of things. If you have jewelry you want to just throw in, or a place to throw your keys and some change when you come home from work. Great for storing your little things like your earbuds and cords for your iPhone. Perfect for an easy gift for somebody.